try again.
Oh, maybe I pressed stop.
Pause it.
Okay.
I can always edit, so.
And go.
Hi, my name is Zita, and I am here with my two lovely assistants. We have Tara and Tanika, who are appearing with permission of their parents to help us demonstrate some superficial lines, or the myofascial lines. Superficial lines, that sounds like a superhero, hey? That's kind of silly. But what we're going to talk about today is exactly that. How do we get that from our body? Okay? How come your body is able to move in all of those different ways? And so we are going to look at something called the anatomy trains. And basically what that means is that we have train tracks all over our body, all the way inside it. It's not real train tracks, they're just pretend. But they're all the lines that connect all of the muscles that you have in your body. It's called fascia. That's right, just like these. And they take you through different points. So we're going to talk about the different lines, and then we're going to show you some moves on them, okay? All right, the first one we're looking at here is the superficial back line. So that one starts at the bottom of your feet, right here. Okay, we call that the plantar surface of the toe phalanges, but it's mostly just the bottom of your toes, okay? And it's going to go all the way up your heel, and it's going to go to the condyle of the femur, which is right at the back of the knee, right there. And then all the way up here to the bottom of your bum, and then it goes up to the top of your bum, and it goes all the way up your back, all the way up here to the occipital ridge, and all the way up to the frontal bone. So did you know that the bottom of your foot is connected to the top of your head?
No.
That's kind of cool, right? Okay, so let's look at a couple of movements that show us that. Can you guys bend forward and touch your toes? Where do you feel that stretch?
Right
You feel the
here.
back of your legs. Hey, where else do you feel that stretch though?
Right here.
Right behind your knee,
only
yeah?
right here.
You feel it only right there? You know where I
If
feel
do
it?
like this.
I feel it in my back. Do you feel it in your back a little bit? And in your shoulders?
Yeah.
If you go all the way down, I can actually feel it going all the way up my neck. Hey, that's kind of funny.
I can.
You are very flexible, so how about we try a different movement for you? Can you put your hands down like this? We're gonna lift our legs up, and we're gonna put our head in, and this is called a downward dog pose. We do this in something called yoga. Do you feel that stretch a little bit more in the back of your legs, Tanika? You can even walk your hands back a little bit if you want to, because you are hyper flexible. Hey, look at you. So do you feel that going all the way down your back now? Awesome. So that's our superficial back line. Are you guys ready to learn about the next one?
Yes.
All right, let's pull this one off, and we're going to look at the superficial front line. So this one happens where the last one we talked about happened all the way in the back of your legs, right? This one's gonna happen on the front. So we start up over here at the top part of your toe phalanges, which is just your toes. And it's going to go all the way up the front and the center of your calf, up to your patella, which is the big word for knees. Hey, yeah, kind of, yeah. The kneecap is part of your patella, absolutely. And then we go all the way up to the top of the pelvis, and we work our way up from there to the rib cage, and that goes all the way up to the collarbone, right, the sternum and up to the mastoid process, which is right behind your ears. So that big line comes all the way up through here and up and around to the back here of your ears, right?
Is this the big line where the big line is?
Well, that's part of your bone, right? That's your bone right there. So that would be part of it. Everything in your body is part of this system. Okay? So we're going to do a different pose for this one. Are you guys able to do this? We're going to go to the ground. We're going to put our hands like this, and we're just going to push up our body a little bit. Do you feel that in your back?
Yes.
Oh, Tanika, you are so flexible. Hey, you feel it all the way in your back? All the way just like that? So we're stretching in our back, but where do you really feel this stretch?
In my spine.
In your spine? I feel it a lot in my belly. Hey? Again, Tanika, you're really flexible, so we need to try something a little bit different for you. We're going to turn around and lie on our back. Hey? And can you show me how to do a nice bend over?
A bridge?
Yeah, we'll do a nice bridge. 1, 2, 3, up. Now, do you feel it in your belly?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. That's awesome. You guys are great. Okay, come on down. Let's keep moving our way through this line, okay? We're now going to look at the lateral line. Lateral is a really big word for side. So where do you think this line is happening?
At the side.
That's right, it's going from here all the way up, right? So we're going to see it coming up the side of the body here.
This ball right here.
Yeah, it's going to come up through the center here. So it goes through the side of your calf on the fibular head, all the way to the side beneath the knee here, right? The lateral tibial condyle. And it's going to go up to this part here, which is your iliac crest, the front and the back of it, into your ribs. And when it gets to your ribs, it does something super cool. Okay, it does like a basket weave pattern, kind of like your shoelaces. Why would that be? Okay, when you tie your shoelaces, it brings everything together, right? And it really keeps your foot nice and secure in there. So that's what's happening here too. It does like a shoelace pattern before going up all the way here and up to the side of your ear again. Is that kind of cool?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at what that looks like. So first we're going to just line our side. We're going to bring our arms up over our head and stretch out. You guys are so young that you probably can't even feel this. It's not even hard for you, hey? But do you feel it all the way? Let's stand on our toes, on our feet. And this time, we're going to stretch up and over, just to the side. Now, do you feel that in your side a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, and onto the other
I
side?
feel them both. See that?
Yeah. Oh, good work. That's awesome. Oh, no injuries in this presentation, guys. Okay, the spiral line is my favorite. Can you take your arms like this? Give yourself a great big hug. That's how the spiral line works. It goes around your body like it's giving you a hug, and it just makes everything feel nice and tight and secure. Well, that's a silly hug. It'll choke you, hey? So do you see how it crosses over here in the back and it crosses over here in the front?
Yeah.
Right, so it's really securing that body in. And it works its way from here to the bottom of the foot, right? It's going up, and then it switches up and around because it's going around your body like a spiral. Okay, so if we take a look, it's going to start at the side of the foot, right here, Tara. It's going to go up the side of your calf, the side beneath the knee, and then it's going to come up here to the top of your rib cage, and then it's going to come all the way
To the
other side, right? So it's coming all the way around your body,
Then it would come back.
right? And then it's going to come and make a big hug around your body, and it loops underneath your foot when it comes back around.
Like this.
Hey, yeah, like kind of like this, like a stirrup. Hey, you know when you put your feet in onto a pedal that has a stirrup? It actually does a full loop at the bottom of your foot, right? So it's working its way up and around the body, making great big loops around your body. Do you see that?
Yeah.
All right, and it kind of ends up behind the ear and the bottom of the skull. So with this one,
This is called cartilage.
it is called cartilage. You're very clever. With this one, if we lie down and we do like this, then we're really working that side movement. Do you feel that rotational movement in your body?
Yes.
Hey, what does spiral mean?
Diagonal.
Spiral is like a circle, right? It's a circle that keeps going. So this is the circle inside your body that's solidifying everything together. Okay? And then we're going to talk about two last lines really quickly. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, I was going to show you guys one more. We do the triangle pose. So you're going to stand up. You put your hand down. Okay? We're going to put one hand by one foot. And do you feel how that's coming up, in and around, and then you start to feel it all the way up to your front?
I kind of feel it here.
Yeah.
Not really right there.
Not as much, no?
I feel my muscles, I think.
You feel your muscles. I think you do
just feel
too.
inside.
That's awesome. So that one engages that spiral line as well, okay? Now we have a couple more to look at. They're the front and back functional lines, so they're a little bit different. These movements we were talking about, you can stand up, sweetie. These movements we were talking about have all been a part of standing up straight and walking and really basic everyday movements, right? Exactly. Every time you stand up, you're engaging every one of those lines. But there are some lines that happen only when you're doing really specific things. right? So when you're actually trying to make the top and the bottom parts of your body, well, sort of like those ones, but when you're trying to make them work together. So in this case, think of trying to bring your shoulder and your pelvic bone close to each other. Opposite shoulder and opposite pelvic bone. That's what makes this one so interesting. Can you take this shoulder and take that leg? And we'll see what we can do. Well, that's pretty impressive, actually. Most of the movements we're looking at are about connecting those ones because we're lengthening out the lever so we can bring it in and out, right? And that gives a lot of power to our movement. So when we're playing baseball, right? Is that how a pitcher gets together for baseball? Right? He's using his one leg and the opposite arm. Where else do we do that? We do that when we're playing golf.
Golf.
Right? We're coming over. And where else do you think we do that?
When we're swimming?
Well, we do a lot of it when we're swimming. We also do a lot of it when we are running. That's right. Okay, so whenever we're using the opposite motions of our body to propel us with more force, okay? So lots of times we use that in sport. So those are the different lines of the body. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
No, you guys are pretty great assistants. Thank you for your help.